Hello guys, welcome to the video lecture. In this video lecture, I'm going to teach you the assignment questions of sheet number 9. That means projections of planes 2 when the plane is inclined to both horizontal plane and vertical plane. Actually, a few people have requested me to make a video lecture on the assignment problems also. That is the reason to make this particular video. And here we can see the question: a thin rectangular plate of sides 50 mm by 30 mm length into breadth is resting on the horizontal plane on one smaller side, which is 30 degrees inclined to the vertical plane, while the plate makes 45 degrees inclined to the horizontal plane. Draw its projections. So if you observe the key points of this particular problem, given plane surface, that is rectangular plate, dimensions 50 mm by 30 mm, and here we can see the condition: it is resting on horizontal plane, so situated in HP or VP. So according to this condition we can decide it is resting on horizontal plane. So by this particular condition we can decide where should we construct the true shape with respect to the reference line. So in the horizontal plane we can construct the true shape, that means below the reference line. So actually in this particular problem, two inclinations are available: inclination with HP and inclination with VP. So the projections can be drawn in three stages: simple position. First stage is related to the simple position, second stage is related to the inclination with one plane, and the third stage is related to the inclination with other plane. So coming to the simple position, how to start the true shape, that means how can we construct the projections in the simple position. So this condition can give the clue to construct the true shape in the simple position, that is it is located or resting in horizontal plane. That means we should construct true shape of the rectangular plate below the reference plane, that means in the HP. So how can we construct the true shape in the horizontal plane? By keeping side or corner. Yeah, here actually smaller side resting on HP on one smaller side. So this problem is related to the condition is related to the smaller side. So we should keep the smaller side of the rectangle left side while we are constructing the true shape of the rectangular plate. And if you coming to the theta, that is available 45 degrees. So we know inclination with HP, that is that one can comes above the reference line. Similarly inclination with VP, that is vertical plane, that one can comes below the reference line. Remember these points. So with the help of these particular conditions we are going to construct the diagram. Yes, coming to the projections, if you coming to the simple position, here in the horizontal plane, that means below the horizontal plane we will be getting the true shape of the rectangular plate according to the given condition. Similarly, we have to keep smaller side left side in the simple position. So that is why here we kept smaller side 30 mm. Then with we can complete the remaining sides. So simply we can construct the rectangle in this way according to the given data. Suppose longer side is in the horizontal plane, we should keep longer side left side in the simple position. But in this problem smaller side is in the horizontal plane, that is why uh, I kept the smaller side left side in the simple position. Then we can complete the remaining sides. Then after that, for the purpose of front view, we should see this particular plane in this direction. In this direction we should see the plane, this plane surface. And similarly we can project these 4 points to meet the reference line. This is the reference line. So here we will be getting 2 points. Here this is one point, similarly this is another point. This point is representing A and D, and here this is representing B and C. But if we observe the plane from this particular position, A and B points are visible, C and D are invisible. That is why here we kept C dash and D dash within the braces, remaining 2 points out of the braces. And coming to the second stage I can say this line is the result of the first stage. If we coming to the second stage, we can reproduce the result of the first stage with given inclination with respect to the horizontal plane. So that is 45 degrees. The same line will be reproduced in the second stage. Inclination is 45 degrees, and in the next step we can project this particular point downwards with 2H pencil, and this point also downwards with 2H pencil. Similarly, from the C and D we can draw the locus lines to intersect this projector and this projector with 2H pencil. Similarly, from the point A and point B we can draw the locus lines to intersect the previous two projectors, so that here we will be getting intersection points. See here, this line is locus of D, this is projector of D, intersection point D1. Similarly, locus of C, projector of C, that is intersection point, that is C1. Similarly, here A locus line is intersecting A projector line, that is A1. B locus line intersecting B projector line, that is B1. Then after that we can move to the third stage. If we coming to the third stage, I can say this is the result of the second stage. We can reproduce this particular shape in the third stage by using inclination with vertical plane, that is 30 degrees. So here we have the condition we should keep this particular side 30 degrees inclined to the VP. So if we observe AD and BC both are parallel to each other, we can mark either AD points or BC points on the 30 degrees inclined line. So here BC is 30 degrees, means AD also 30 degrees inclined to the reference line. Both are same. So that is why here I have marked B and C. Then after that we can complete the remaining three sides with respect to the B and C. Then next step we can project these 4 points upwards. D projector, here we have D locus line, intersection point D1 dash, and next project this one, C1 projector, C dash locus line, intersection point C1 dash. Here A1 projector, A locus line, intersection point A1 dash. B1 projector, B locus line, B1 dash, that is intersection point. So in this way we will be getting the projections. And if we observe the final diagram of this particular problem number 5, here all conditions have been satisfied. Shorter side is in the HP, that means whatever the side is there in this particular position, that one can comes on to the reference line, that is AD. Here we have AD, this one is coming on to the reference line, that means this side is located on the horizontal plane. And next the plane is 45 degrees inclined to the HP, that condition also satisfied. And here shorter side is 30 degrees inclined to the VP, that condition also satisfied. Next we can move to the next problem number 6, that is related to the rhombus. Yes, coming to the problem number 6, here draw the projections of rhombus 100 mm and 40 mm long diagonals, 100 mm longer diagonal, 40 mm shorter diagonal. The smaller diagonal of which is parallel to both horizontal plane and vertical plane. So this is the first condition. Smaller diagonal is parallel to both HP and VP, while the other is, that means longer diagonal is 30 degrees inclined to the horizontal plane. So if you observe the key points of this particular problem, given plane surface rhombus 100 mm by 40 mm diagonals, and next it is situated in the HP or VP. Not available, this condition is not available. And similarly theta, that is equal 30 degrees, longer diagonal is 30 degrees inclined to the horizontal plane. And next if we come into the smaller diagonal, that is parallel to both horizontal plane and vertical plane. So these two conditions, so depends on these two main conditions we can construct the projections. One is theta and another one is parallel to both HP and VP. So when the plane is 30 degrees inclined to the HP, similarly parallel to one diagonal is parallel to both HP and VP, that means plane surface is inclined to both HP and VP, but the inclination with VP is not available. So here we have only theta, that is equal 30 degrees. So when the plane is inclined to the horizontal plane, theta means inclination with HP. When the plane is inclined to the horizontal plane, decide the view to be drawn first. So actually we should go for the simple position. So we have to remove the inclination with HP such that make it parallel to the HP. So that time we will be getting the true shape in the HP, that means below the reference line. So here we can construct the projections according to the when the plane is parallel to the horizontal plane. So in this way we can construct the projections. This is related to the when the plane is parallel to both HP. When the plane is parallel to the horizontal plane, or longer diagonal is parallel to the horizontal plane. And we can construct this rhombus in this way. Here this is 100 mm, we can construct it, then mark the midpoint of 100 mm, then shorter diagonal is 40, so we can construct the shorter diagonal, half of the shorter diagonal above the longer diagonal, that is 20 mm, and this end also 20 mm, so that we will be getting 4 points. So by joining all 4 points A, B, C, D, we will be getting rhombus in this way. So we can show the dimensions also. This shorter diagonal dimension 40, longer diagonal dimension 100. And next, for the purpose of front view, we should see the plane in this direction, so that time A, B, C points are visible, D is hidden point. And next step, for the purpose of front view, we should project all these 4 points upwards above the reference line. And when the plane is located in the HP, we should project the points onto the reference line. But we does not have here actually we do not have any condition which is related to the plane touching with which horizontal plane or vertical plane. That condition is not available. So that is why we can maintain some gap between the view to the reference line. Here we kept some dimension between the top view and the reference line. Similarly, here we can maintain minimum 1 centimeter gap between the reference line on front view. So we can project every point 1 centimeter above the reference line, and don't mention this 1 centimeter, because we don't have the condition that is related to the situation of the plane surface that is touching with the HP or VP. That condition is not available. That is why we should maintain minimum 1 centimeter gap between the reference line and the views, both the views. This view to the reference line, this view to the reference line. We should maintain some gap. And next step, we should reproduce the result of the first stage. I can say this is the result of the first stage. We can reproduce this one with the help of inclination with respect to the horizontal plane. That inclination is 30 degrees. So here this theta is equal to 30 degrees. And I can say this AC, that is the diagonal which is longer diagonal. So according to the given data, we should keep longer diagonal 30 degrees inclined to the horizontal plane, so above the reference line. So here when the longer diagonal is 30 degrees inclined to the horizontal plane, so we can reproduce the same length. This is 100 mm, so we can reproduce the 100 mm line with 30 degrees inclination. Then we can mark these 3 points on this particular line, and next we can project all the points downwards, 3 points. And here from this particular view we can draw the locus lines. D locus line, D projector line D1, A locus line, A projector line intersection point A1, C locus line, C projector line intersection point C1, B locus line, B projector line intersection point B1. So next join all the points in the correct sequence with H pencil. So I can say this is the result of the second stage. Next step, we should reproduce the same shape in the third stage, but here we should remember the condition, that is when shorter diagonal is parallel to both horizontal plane and vertical plane. So this is the shorter diagonal, so we can keep this shorter diagonal parallel to the reference line, so that we will be getting this condition will be satisfied, shorter diagonal parallel to both HP and VP. That condition is available in the given data. That is why we should keep the shorter diagonal parallel to the reference line. So initially we can construct this line, that is shorter diagonal 40 mm, this one. And next we can measure this longer diagonal, or else we can mark a point here, center of the shorter diagonal, then construct the line perpendicular to this particular shorter diagonal. This is the line perpendicular to the shorter diagonal. And next we can take center of the rhombus to the C1 dimension as radius, this point as center, draw an arc on this perpendicular line, this end, similarly this end. Then join all the points in the correct sequence. Here we should use HB pencil, because these are the final projections. And next coming to the this particular portion, here we can project every point upwards, A, B, C, D upwards. Similarly here we can draw the locus lines from the second front view. to intersect the previous projectors. Here we will be getting 3 projectors, here we will be having 3 locus lines. We can mark intersection points, then join all the points with HB pencil. So finally we will be getting the projections in this way. So this is the final shape. So when longer diagonal is 30 degrees inclined to HP, when shorter diagonal parallel to both HP and VP. These are the conditions of the problem. Both conditions have been satisfied. So this is the final shape. Thank you. Thanks for watching this particular video. If you have any doubts about this particular video, you may ask your doubts in the comment section also. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video.